What is up, guys? In today's video we're going to be talking about Fortnite Classic and if I think it would be something good for the Fortnite community overall. If you guys do enjoy this video or find it informative or entertaining, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and comment down below what you think of this concept and if it is something that you would like to see. So if you guys are unfamiliar, World of Warcraft in the past released World of Warcraft Classic, where they basically just keep World of Warcraft going and they keep making new expansions for World of Warcraft and they keep updating World of Warcraft. And then they also released WoW Classic, which is like a separate game under the umbrella of WoW, which is just the older versions of World of Warcraft. So it starts off with the original base version of the game, and then slowly over time they released updates and released expansions like how they had in the past. And in today's video we're going to be talking about if Fortnite doing something like that would be beneficial for Fortnite and the Fortnite community. Before we get into that, today's video is going to be sponsored by AIM Controllers. This is a controller company that I'm sponsored by. They make custom controllers with great features like paddles, digital triggers, extra grip, swappable thumbsticks, and more, even like some cosmetic options. And my code EvolveJake is 25% off for the month of August. And AIM Controllers are the only custom controller company that offers lifetime warranty on their controllers. So if you're looking into getting a custom controller, consider using a code EvolveJake on an AIM controller and get 25% off for the month of August. That is a pretty significant discount. So the first thing we're going to talk about with this is, where do you start? Do you start day 1 Fortnite? Do you start at chapter 2? And where do you go to? For the sake of this video, I'm going to be saying you start with day 1 original Fortnite or season 1 of Fortnite, whatever you want to start at. There's like a gap in between there. And then you go to Season X, like the end of Season X. So this is going to be, Fortnite Classic is just going to be re-releasing Chapter 1 over time. And one reason why that would maybe be somewhat significant to do soon is that we are approaching the 5-year anniversary of Fortnite Battle Royale being released to the public. Fortnite BR came out September 26th. The next season starts September 18th. So those dates are pretty close. And another reason why I think this could be interesting is because throughout all of Chapter 3, the loot pool and players being nostalgic about old weapons has been one of the biggest complaints, and for whatever reason Epic has just really not addressed that in any way. In the past, for winter and summer events, we've gotten unvaulting events, and we've had both a winter and summer event so far in Chapter 3, and we've had unvaulting events in the past where each day they would unvault a weapon for that day, and then when the next day comes they would unvault a new one and then vault the weapon from the previous day. So you have 2 weeks of weapons essentially. Each day a new weapon or a new item gets added into the game, or an item from the game's past. And I think having something like this would have been, especially for the summer update, a great way to like kind of let players play with those old weapons that they miss again, and maybe show them that like, hey, some of these weapons you're just missing purely out of nostalgia and they're really not that good. Or at least just give people the time to play with them. And recently with Zero Build, we've had so many new players come in that all that content may have been fresh to them, and it would have been really exciting for the summer event. But instead of doing that for the summer event, like they had done in past summer events and past winter events that had been received really well, they chose to do pretty much nothing for some reason. The summer event didn't really add much to the game aside from daily challenges, but as far as like in-game content, not much really changed. So kind of interesting that they wouldn't do that when it's like, it seems like a win-win. Like in the past, people have liked those events, people want old weapons to come back, and I think potentially one of the reasons why they didn't decide to do that is because if Fortnite Classic is coming in a few months, why would you want to like kind of spoil people's nostalgia already when releasing Fortnite Classic would be a huge way to tap into that. Another reason why I think it would be good to release Fortnite Classic is it's probably the only way they can significantly increase the player base. Again, we've seen this with WoW Classic. It was a huge success because so many people missed Classic WoW, but it also got those people back into the game again. Like many of the people who returned for WoW Classic started playing retail or like current day WoW as a result of that. And I think Fortnite would see a similar thing. There's so many people that have played Fortnite over the years and lost interest in it, especially in Chapter 2. Who some may have returned for Zero Build, and some may even enjoy Zero Build if they return, but Fortnite Classic would be like the extra push that those people would need to maybe get back into the game. And there is a lot of people who have started playing since OG Fortnite who would be able to get to experience it for the first time. So I feel like if you're Fortnite, this is probably the only way that you can significantly increase your player base, because at this time, who hasn't heard of Fortnite? You know, it has been one of the most popular games for many years. At this point, everyone's heard about it. It's kind of like Coke and Pepsi. The main thing about Coke and Pepsi's advertising is just reminding people that they exist, because everybody has had Coke or Pepsi. And I feel like Fortnite is the same way. If you play games online, you've probably heard of Fortnite, and whether or not you are going to play Fortnite, your decision has pretty much been made up. But I think releasing Fortnite Classic would bring so much hype into the game again and get so many of those OG players or older players who quit playing at any point back into the game. And I think many of them who lost interest in the game over time would kind of have that spark reignited by Fortnite Classic, and then they would eventually get back into the normal Fortnite games. And there kind of becomes like a debate somewhat when you talk about these sort of like OG games. We've seen Call of Duty do it, Halo do it, WoW Classic. I think RuneScape even did it. Lots of games have re-released older versions of themselves, and there kind of becomes a debate, like, do you release it exactly as it was, or do you fix some of the bugs and keep some of the quality of life features? Because regardless of how you feel about current Fortnite, there's so many of quality of life features that have been improved. So many settings that were added to the game over time, like custom keybinds, for example, the sprint and mantling. What do you do there? Console Fortnite was 30 FPS until Season 3. So for the first 2 seasons of Fortnite, the game was 30 FPS. And if you put consoles at 30 FPS, now it would be terrible. So I feel like you keep a lot of quality of life and bug fix features, and maybe even keep the sprinting and mantling. That one would be a tough one. That I could see that one being really divisive, but most quality of life features like custom keybinds, over 30 FPS on console, numerous bug fixes, skins, obviously you keep. It would be bizarre to see some of these skins that didn't come until later seasons playing in the older seasons, but I think you let people keep most of their skins and keep buying new skins to play in Fortnite Classic, because that's the main way you monetize it. And I feel like over time you start off with day one Fortnite plus like quality of life features and plus bug fixes, and plus like more normalized things. Like for example, legacy aim assist was really OP back in the day. I don't think you re-release that. You kind of tamp down some things, but you try to make it as true to OG Fortnite as it can be while also being presentable. On the flip side, you could say leave the bugs in, leave those problems in, because that was part of OG Fortnite, and it also could make people appreciate current day Fortnite, because there's so many quality of life features and bug fixes, like I've said, that people take for granted, because once you get those quality of life features and once you get those bug fixes, you just kind of get used to playing with it, and it's not as noteworthy after like several months go by. But there are so many quality of life features that Fortnite have made that have made the game better, I think. But to make Fortnite Classic the best experience it can be, I think you keep those quality of life features. You keep some of the ways they've rebalanced things like aim assist or the frame rate of consoles or having custom keybinds on controller. You keep those things because it'll make the game more playable. And so you release the OG version of Fortnite, and then you update it over time with the updates that happened in the past. This will probably have to be really expedited. You don't want to have Fortnite Classic going for like 2 years and having the seasons be exactly the way they were. But maybe like every week is a new season or something like that. That would be really expedited and really fast paced, but that would be 10 weeks of Fortnite Classic, and that would really keep the hype going. I feel like people really wouldn't get bored much, whereas like if you kept it like a month per season or something along those lines, I do think people would get bored of playing those seasons, especially because there's not that much to look forward to. A lot of what has made Fortnite so exciting over the years is that there's always something to look forward to, and always things developing on the map, and always things like changing on the map. We're always looking forward to the next event or whatever the next map change is going to be. And with Fortnite Classic, the gameplay would be really fun, but there wouldn't really be that mysterious factor that really made Fortnite. And I do think it would get boring as a result of that over time. So I think a week or 2 weeks max per season, quickly run through all the seasons. And obviously, like I said at the start of the video, you keep updating current day Fortnite. Current day Fortnite doesn't change. I'm not a game developer, but I would imagine not as much work has to go into re-releasing older updates that you've already made. Maybe I could be wrong. But yeah, you keep developing normal Fortnite and Fortnite Classic alongside each other to the point where you run through all 10 seasons of Chapter 1, and then that's it for Fortnite Classic until eventually Chapter 2 is 5 years old, or whatever anniversary we get to of Chapter 2, and then they run through that. And this is something that you could keep doing forever, because as new chapters come out, the older chapters will be even more old, and you can re-release the older chapters to keep people interested in the game and keep people coming back to the game, because like I've already said several times in the video, when you're as big as Fortnite, getting new players is hard. So many people have heard about the game. Most of the people who are going to be open to trying the game have already tried it. So being able to get your older players back into the game would be a huge way to bolster the Fortnite player base, get a lot more hype and excitement in the Fortnite community, and keep Fortnite living long term. I don't think Fortnite is really in any threat of dying, but I do think Fortnite Classic would be something very special for the Fortnite community, for the people who were around to experience it then, and for the people who missed out. Obviously, it wouldn't feel the same, in part because there's none of that mystery, like I said in the past, but hopefully that is what intrigues people to transition over to current day Fortnite as they're playing Fortnite Classic. You can kind of jump between the two. But also, a lot of what made Fortnite special early on is that we were all learning the game over time. There wasn't things like skill-based matchmaking. There wasn't things like AI players. Wasn't things like creative to allow everybody to practice really efficiently. So everyone was really bad at the game for a while. And as we were all learning the game and developing the strategies that are like commonplace today, the like average skill level of the community increased over time. And you really can't go back to that where everyone's just a noob again. That's just literally impossible. You would need a time machine. But I still do think that having Fortnite Classic and being able to re-experience like those map changes, the map itself, those items, those POIs, I do think that would be really exciting for a lot of Fortnite players, and it would get a lot of people to return to the game. And even if 1 in 10 players that returns to the game transitions back into playing current day Fortnite, that would be a huge increase to the Fortnite player base. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. Do you think this would be exciting? Is this something you would want to see? Obviously, I know anyone who played Fortnite back in the day misses OG Fortnite, but let me know in the comments below. Personally, I really highly doubt this would happen. This is just something pretty interesting to talk about, and I've talked about it on stream a few times and kind of gone back and forth with chat about it, and it seems like people do enjoy discussing this sort of thing, so I thought I'd make a video on it. If you guys find it informative, helpful, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, comment down below what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.